This is TVC News with your host, Only One Kenobi. Hello there. Just a quick video. It's Only One Kenobi here, only one. I have to say that now because there's people who follow my channel who get very surly if I don't say it, so I've got to say it. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this video is just a reaction to some new stuff. This X-Wing has come out, and I really want to give you my honest opinion of what I thought when I saw it. Also, I want to give you some other stuff. There's been some updated pictures of the Rise of Skywalker figures that are coming out. When I did my video hastily a week ago, I used the first images that were available, and they weren't the greatest, but these now are better because the things are on the market now, so you've got people who've got them on eBay taking close-up pictures at home and stuff, so there you go. So they look great. Come to them in a minute. I'll show you. I've just shown you them now. Let's talk about the X-Wing. So when I opened my Facebook and I saw, just after finishing work, I looked at the image, and my first reaction was a bit meh. I don't know if anyone else has thought the same as me, but I looked at it and I thought, but why do I think like that? I'm someone who's been going on about the vintage collection, you know, and everyone knows how much I love it and stuff, but I just thought of all the vehicles I really wanted to see in a vintage box, that wasn't it. But maybe I've got it completely wrong. Maybe this is it now going forward. If they are killing the movie line and the vintage collection is the standard format for 3 3/4 inch, then well, brilliant, fantastic. Get rid of the crap, because the thing is that I never got myself a Poe Dameron X-Wing anyway, so I don't have that figure. So it works two ways for me that I like it. I like the box, and I like the fact that, well, yeah, I don't own an X-Wing for Poe, so that's good for me, and I'm sure it's good for you if you don't own a Poe Dameron X-Wing. But the fact that it's $99, I thought, geez, I mean, that's a lot of money. It better had be bloody good, I tell you what, for that amount of money. But at the same time, they do quality. I mean, look at I haven't got it yet. I'm still waiting for my skiff to arrive. I'm really losing patience with that one. But this vehicle could be potentially really good. But the thing is, I looked at it, and one of the reasons why I'm a bit like, what? Huh? Is because I'm already investing in an X-Wing. Luke Skywalker's. Now, apparently we're getting Rogue 5. Red 5, I beg your pardon. That X-Wing is coming out. So where's the variancy there? There's 2 X-Wings I'm going to be buying. I know they're different. One is a sequel era. This is obviously Luke's is far different. And do you know what? My favourite colour is orange as well. So I like the colour of this thing. That's not the problem. It's just I saw it and I don't know. I'm confused about the vintage collection now. I'm just getting my head around it. When it came back in 2010, things popped into it like stuff from, you know, Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones. But by that time, the gap between the film release and the actual return of the vintage collection was about 5 years. So in my opinion, those items had achieved vintage status. This thing's slapped on a vintage box and hasn't even come out yet. You know what I mean? So it's like, but then again, look at the 80s. There was stuff that was released that hadn't been seen then, but that was the standard packaging. So I've got to get my head around the fact that it's not a vintage collection as in a nostalgic line, like the retro thing or whatever. It's actually the modern standard now of packaging. So, you know, I just didn't think that these things, Solo included, Rogue One when it came out, I thought, how can they put that stuff on vintage packaging? It hasn't reached vintage status yet. It hasn't even been out. It needs to be out for at least 5 years or 10 years or even 30 years or whatever. But no, that's not the case anymore. It's the standard packaging. But standard packaging, I just thought I'd express my thoughts. A lot of people on Facebook were going, yeah, whoa, look at it, man. And I was thinking, oh, it's a Poe Dameron X-Wing. I would have sooner an A-Wing. You know what I mean? Or I don't know, any other vehicle that we hadn't had from the original trilogy. And I ain't no prequels hater. I'm no sequels hater. I'm not one of these people. I know a lot of people who follow my channel and they hate anything that isn't the original trilogy. I'm not that close-minded. And as for Poe Dameron, I didn't like him after The Force Awakens. I wasn't a fan of that character. But tell you what, man, love or hate love or hate The Last Jedi, he's a character who really grew on me. I really like Poe Dameron after The Last Jedi. That was one of the things I liked about that movie. I thought his character really developed and he grew up and he was wittier and funnier. Getting slapped across the face by Leia. So anyway, there you go. I just thought I'd share my honest opinion. and also show you the image of it if you weren't aware of the news. But, you know, as usual, oh, how about that ironic statement there? As usual Mike Television is first out there with the news. That guy is hot on it. And he's got a P.O. box as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. The results of the giveaway will be coming up very soon. This is another video which is just on the fly. So thank you for listening. And all the best. Only one Kenobi. Only one out.